Physics. The laws of physics are not truly laws but rather are observations of how physical objects interact within our limited range of perception and current conditions. These laws are not necessarily universal or eternal, they could have been different in the past and may change in the future. Who's to say otherwise? The term law is a personification that humans project onto nature, serving as a description of our experiences of its tendencies. Human beings strive for foundation and stability, desperately seeking a life raft in the vast sea of existence. We hope to find something that offers comfort, stable ground upon which to make sense of our perplexing reality of being thrown into existence without any instruction manual and with very limited sensory data to perceive, interpret, understand, adapt to, and ultimately survive in this world. This desire to cling to stability and to delude ourselves with transcendental foundations, such as a divine God or the laws of nature, reflects our survival instinct. We are like ants attempting to comprehend the universe. We may notice patterns over a small time scale that might not actually be patterns when viewed from a larger time scale. This ties into the whole order/chaos argument. It is possible to find chaos in order on a larger scale and order in chaos as well. Consider listening to a melody with a repeating pattern. If you were only alive long enough to hear the first few notes, you might not recognize a pattern. However, if you heard the full melody repeating multiple times, you would easily identify the inherent pattern. Yet, if there were an alternating melody and you didn't experience the complete cycle of the two melodies, you would again assume that no larger pattern existed. Our understanding of order or chaos is thus severely limited by our time scale and perspective. Time. Time, an interval separating 2 points on a continuum, or a duration. A sequence of events. Length, width, and height are dimensions, but time is not the fourth dimension. Instead, time represents the point or position at any given moment within a duration of a sequence of events. We cannot measure location and velocity simultaneously, these concepts conflict with each other. As Zeno's arrow paradox illustrates, to know the arrow's location, the arrow cannot be in motion, while to measure the arrow's velocity, it must be moving and thus cannot be in a stationary location. Time is not merely the measurement between events, rather, it is the accumulation of events in reflection on those experiences. Time is an abstract concept we use to comprehend the act of reflecting on past events. It is the memory of events or experiences, an abstraction we derive from our recollection of both past and current experiences. This memory of the accumulation of events is what we call time. We then project or extrapolate this concept into the future as our anticipated expectations of events. Time relativity. When having fun, time flies. When bored or waiting for an appointment, time feels slow. This perception is based on where you focus your attention. For example, when counting the minutes, focusing on each little detail, time seems to drag. Conversely, when looking back over the years and concentrating only on impactful or memorable moments, while ignoring the trillions of daily details, time appears to fly by. This perceived relativity in time results from the difference between concentrating on the fine details of a specific experience versus disregarding the fine details of many experiences. In dramatic situations, such as a car accident, a heightened sense of awareness and focus can make it feel as though time has stopped. Yet, when reflecting on our lives, we often find ourselves asking, where did the time go?
Yeah.